Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sit back and relax and try to absorb explanation which will surely lead to success in your upcoming NTA NET exam. Please take a moment to like, share and subscribe. I promise you to post a valuable videos. Without any further ado, let's get started. Before starting, let me tell you a very interesting story. There is a classroom. Now in this classroom, cooking is a part of curriculum. Now teacher is teaching to cook a cake. Now there is a girl called Lily. Now Lily, she was so confused, so teacher walked to her and asked the matter. Lily answered that she has made a batter and she is trying to cook a cake, but she has never used an oven. So teacher told not to worry, preheat the oven and then she can place a batter. Following her teacher advice, Lily cooked the cake and which was very delicious. So, did you like the story? If you did like the story, please comment down in your comment section below. Now, what we understand from this story is that assessing a student and his learning progress is an important part of effective teaching. So, today's lecture is going to base on learning and evaluation, main purpose of making the whole. So first we will start. Assessment is a process of evaluation. Now assessment provides feedback. Although assessment and evaluation has a different meanings, but when it is concerned for formative evaluation, both go hand in hand together. Evaluation and assessment questions are very important in the exam of NTA NET exam. So you must definitely take down the notebook and pen and jot down an important points. There are 7 types of evaluation. First is pre-assessment or diagnostic assessment, which is frequently asked in the exam. Formative assessment is also a prominent question asked in NET exam. Summative assessment is also repeated in the NET exam. So these first three are very important. First is pre-assessment or diagnostic assessment. Second is formative assessment. Third is summative assessment. Fourth, confirmative assessment. Fifth, non-reference assessment. Though it's not important as formative assessment, but still there are questions which are also asked from norm reference assessment and criterion reference assessment. And I am sure you have never heard about the aptitude assessment. So even include this. It's just not that if NTA UGC has never asked the question, it will never ask. You have to be pre-prepared so that even if they ask us the question, we are ready to answer. So let's move forward. Okay, Paul Black was considered as the proponent of this concept, that is formative evaluation. Formative evaluation is also called internal evaluation. Now students will ask me that why formative evaluation is also called internal evaluation. So I could like to explain them that learner and teacher are active participants. So student himself monitors his progress. That is, internally they monitors himself. That is the reason formative evaluation is also known as internal evaluation. Formative evaluation is used during the teaching learning process to monitor learning process. As I have told an example of Lily in the starting of the video lecture, so you must remember the example which I gave you in starting of the video, because when teacher was teaching, a student was confused, and that at that moment teacher herself explained, and so that she was able to make a beautiful cake. So this asks that it is during the process. Earlier we had read about diagnostic and even summative. Summative is at the end and diagnostic is at the beginning, but formative is during the teaching learning process. Further, I will post a video lectures wherein I will explain the summative, norm reference, very nicely with again an example. But formative evaluation, if you are able to understand the example given in beginning of the lecture, you will be easily able to track the questions of formative evaluation in exam. It provides feedback to teacher to modify methods and prescribe remedial works. It is continuous and regular process. Now, the starting example which I gave, I told you that cooking was the part of the curriculum. That is the reason I gave you the line that cooking is a part of the curricular in the given example. So it is a continuous and regular process. It is not that it is happening in just for happiness or maybe just for time pass. It is just not happening that it is just a hobby of a student or it's just the hobby of teacher. It's because it is the part of curriculum. So that means it is a continuous and regular process. So in questions, lot of students get confused between formative evaluation and formative assessment. Although evaluation and assessment both are different terms, but when it is concerned with NTA UGC exam, formative evaluation and formative assessment both are same. The examples of formative evaluation, if you are easily able to absorb the example which I gave in the beginning of video lecture, it will be very easy for you people to comprehend formative evaluation. Although these are some key examples, even in match the columns, most of the time these examples are asked. So we will discuss previous year question papers, but till then you can even remember the examples of formative evaluation. First is conferencing reviews, second is observation, third is discussion, fourth journal, assignments, project, peer self assessment. So peer and self are synonymous, okay? Simulations. So revision time, the key word for formative evaluation is during the lesson. So whenever any question is asked, understand the fact, any scenario is given, understand that is it during the lesson, whether it is end of the lesson or whether it's beginning of the lesson. If it's during the lesson, the answer would be formative evaluation. So time to revise. It says to identify problems in teaching learning process and provide feedback for improvements and remedial measures during the course. See, the purpose of evaluation is decision making, achievement test, observation, interview, questionnaire are all integral part of assessment. But formative assessment is very important because learner and teacher both are active participants. Student himself monitors his progress and teacher acts as a guide and helps tracking learning progress. Learner and teacher work together to achieve learning goals. So previous year question paper. So this question was asked in NET July 2018. From list of evaluation procedures given below, identify which will be called formative evaluation. So the options is B. During interaction with students in the classroom, the teacher provides corrective feedback. June 2019, the question was asked, below are listed some activities performed by teacher. Which activities are the nature of formative evaluation? Conducting a quiz session, providing a feedback while teaching, encouraging student reflect more. Reflect more is kind of internal evaluation. So I told you earlier as well that formal evaluation and internal evaluation are both same because it reflects student progress. Which one of the following types of evaluation assess the learning progress to provide continuous feedback to both teachers and students during instruction? Formative evaluation. Identify the category of evaluation that assess the learning progress to provide continuous feedback to the students during instruction. Formative. So there was an assertion reason question. So the assertion says formative evaluation tends to accelerate the pace of learning. Reason say as against summative evaluation, formative evaluation is highly reliable. Assertion is true but reason is false. So here one case study was given and you need to answer with the options. So the question says MS Sindhu conducts a question answer session in her class to determine the ability of students at the beginning of an academic year. This is termed as a formative assessment. In order to monitor students' progress and to modify teachers accordingly, the best method of evaluation is formative evaluation. Assessment that take place during process of teaching in classroom is formative assessment. So NTA NET UGC August 2016 asked a question wherein the purpose of formative evaluation is to accelerate students' learning performance. Formative evaluation, quizzes and discussion. Earlier I told you and gave you the examples. You need to memorize that examples because they are asked in match the columns frequently. So here in July 2016 the question was formative evaluation and answer is quizzes and discussions. So till the time we meet again, keep learning, take care of your family and work to achieve your goals. And do like, share and subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you are notified every time whenever I post a video. Bye bye.